Welcome back to Listen and Spill,
the podcast where we say it with our chest and we keep it real.
I'm Georgia.
And I'm Sarah.
And we've got some lovely guests here today.
Yes.
Guys, if you want to introduce yourselves, we've got
Maria. Hello.
been on the pod before.
Yeah, welcome back.
Big you up. And then we've got
Shay.
Someone new in the chair
someone new. Are
today.
you nervous?
Good evening.
And then we got someone off camera that doesn't want to come on the camera.
Big T, not the little one.
Big T in the building. But yeah, she'll be chiming in. And yeah.
If you can hear her, you can hear her. If you can't,
And if you
can't.
can't, you can't. But we must go on.
Mm-hmm.
So today, guys, we're going to be talking about growing up black in British schools. Mm-hmm. A lot of us were labelled before we even understood who we were. We're going to unpack it. Everyone's experiences here, because I know everyone's got an experience. But before we do that,
why are you barely smiling at me? I don't get it.
we need to even give Shay on a drink, a beverage
he's
for this.
got
Oh,
his.
you got a beverage? Yeah, I've got a beverage. Okay, because we got spill or sip. So basically, the whole concept of spill or sip is we ask a series of questions. Mm-hmm. If you want to spill, you just talk. But if you don't want to spill, you sip.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
Makes
just pretty
sense.
much it. Yeah. So yes,
You got the questions,
I got some
girl.
questions.
Take it away.
Did you ever feel like you had to behave extra well at school to avoid trouble?
No.
Can't relate.
No.
You have to behave excellent.
Yeah.
To avoid trouble. Nah, not really.
No.
What, in terms of teachers or with peers?
Yeah.
Either or.
Both, yeah.
Unpack it.
Yeah.
Because with your peers,
That's true.
Yeah.
That's an angle.
Yeah. That's a
I didn't
good
have that
angle.
problem. I can't relate.
Yeah. I was, what do we call it, the scapegoat in school.
relate.
I was a scapegoat in school.
Oh.
So anytime something happens, even though it had nothing to do with me, it was Maria.
Okay. That's deep.
So I just try to always
Try and
avoid
just
it.
avoid.
Yeah. Otherwise I'll call you.
I should be there. Don't we know it?
Don't expose me.
What I was just saying.
Oh, God.
Oh, gosh. No one else got any input? Did you have to? So you were just a bad breed in school? Is that what we're saying?
She was
okay.
good.
Oh, that's good. You
She
were
was
good at
getting licks,
tissues.
boy. She had to be good.
Oh,
Even
okay.
with detention.
Oh, well done. Fair enough.
Class.
So was you good in school?
Sorry.
Answer the question for me, why don't you,
Sorry,
girl?
I was sipping.
Just
boy.
for context, we went to the same school.
Who?
Yeah.
You?
Marianne.
Oh.
But
Well,
she's a year
we
below
all
me.
did.
We all did,
Oh, you all did, yeah?
But I'm
Yeah.
older.
Okay.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I
mean, like I'm lying, bruv.
No, but like when I didn't.
You didn't know me.
I
in
didn't
school.
know you in school.
Yeah, but me and her
Yeah.
went same primary school.
Okay.
No way.
Oh wow, yeah. So
I've known her since.
we're all connected
She's
somehow.
been my young
you know?
bucky
It's
since
nuts.
day. That's what I'm saying.
Just shout out your school.
I wasn't.
Shout out to school.
Big up Sarah Bennell, Anton Marsh.
Damn.
Yeah, big him up.
The bad breed
For the
school.
people on the camera, like me, who don't know what Tamash is, can you explain?
Fair enough.
What's it?
Pupils that don't know how to behave themselves.
Oh.
I ended up there.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a behaviour unit.
Now I'm joking,
but-
I worked at Tamash.
I have a reason why I ended up
It's a
there. And
behaviour-
I want to appeal it now.
I was a good
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
don't.
how much me.
I had a blast while I was there, but I don't feel like it was justified. I was defending myself.
I hear it. I'm not going to go into detail as to why I was there, but I was there. And
Anyway,
yeah, it is
Next
what it is.
question.
Yeah, next question. Go on, girl.
were you ever labelled loud, aggressive, or disruptive when you weren't doing anything different to others? Yeah,
I wasn't.
100%.
I think I was okay.
When
Yeah?
you say others, do you mean the other bad breeds?
Or other kids.
Like, someone can do the same thing as you, but the moment you say, get out, like, this person's been doing the mad thing all day. I say one thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? I feel like with those kind of students, maybe not you, but from my experience, more time that kid is always the naughty
That's what I
one.
was about to say. They have a reputation.
They have a reputation.
That's the problem.
So another
How was that?
kid might do the same thing you've done in that lesson, but they've never done it before. So it's like, relax a little bit, but you get out the classroom because we know you're going to continue.
Like, I wasn't a disruptive kid. I was a leader.
I'm tired.
Open disruptive.
It's, you know what it is?
No, I'm joking.
It's the finger for me.
I'm joking. Do you know what it is? I was always outspoken. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm gonna call it out, and teachers don't like
Ain't
that
nothing changed.
because you're challenging them.
Facts.
But
Yeah, but what are you
I have a
calling
point. I have a point. Sometimes they're wrong, but they think because they're teachers, they have authority. But you're wrong. You're actually wrong. Just because I'm a child
We
doesn't
got
mean I don't
different-
know.
yeah.
I was
Do you
about to
get
say,
what I'm saying?
my perspective is gonna be. I've been like not looking forward to it because I feel like I'm gonna have the different perspective because
That's fine though, but that's what this
That's what we
conversation's
need.
about.
This is
So
what
But
it
then
is.
at the same
Still
time, I
all
do
about.
understand because I wasn't born a teacher, so you mean I get.
But now when
Yeah.
you work in a
Moment.
school, you start to maybe understand
Yeah.
certain
Perspectives.
things.
it's
That's all
very
it
much
is.
different perspective. So I wouldn't say I was disruptive, but I had an opinion and I still do.
I was a very opinionated child. That got me into a bit of trouble.
So that would be where I'd get in
But
trouble.
opinionated is like you're checking a teacher's authority. 'Cause
No,
if you're getting
facts.
in front of the whole class.
No, it's a big-
If-
it's
if
a
you
mad
let
thing.
You get away with it, then someone else is going to think
But
that
we-
you have chest.
All right, but
I
we
respect
also
it,
we
but-
also have to speak from our experience being in school
As an
well.
the inner child, you know.
Yeah, we got to speak from that
Not as
kind
the
of angle,
professional.
and
Not as
we've got a professional look on it now. But back in school,
As
I
a
was
child.
100% challenging teachers.
You'll be like, you want to chat, don't have a problem, just go outside, we'll talk about it outside.
Yeah, nope.
We're not doing it in front of the whole class.
Oh, they would do it in front of the class.
Who?
The girls in our school.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
not doing that.
Yeah.
I was that.
Do
We
you know what I
was.
mean?
We
Yeah.
once made, and it's
We
so
just
bad.
match it.
Yeah, you
Do
made
know what I'm
teachers
saying?
cry.
Yeah, we used to make teachers cry. Like one of our teachers is so bad. It's so bad.
It's bad though.
I'm not smiling because I like it, because as an adult, that's horrible. And she most probably remembers us and was like, oh, these little pricks. But there was one time, it was so much in the class, she literally walked out of the class, slammed the door, but she slammed her fingers on the door on the way out as well. So you know what it is? You just... Obviously, as children, we banded her for the rest of the time. Like, my friendship group, they used to boo teachers walking down the corridor like it was...
Let me say something else, yeah. Aside from the whole, like what you said about being opinionated, I feel like there is another issue, which is that some kids are just not good at getting away with stuff. So that kid is always going to be like, why always me? But that's because your
100%.
brethren was smart enough to see when the teacher was turning around and quick. Because you see all the time.
Yeah, we see
Like, a
it.
kid will tap someone, and then when the teacher comes around, they're straight. But the other kid ain't got the same self-awareness, self-control. And then he's all joking about, and then obviously, like, you feel that, like, the emotion of injustice.
Yeah.
100%.
which kids struggle with.
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
how come? Yeah, but my man touched me, and then do you get what
And
I'm
I'm
saying?
now, yeah, because I feel like that's something. Anytime I'd get in trouble and it'll get back to mum, she'll be like, and I'll be like, my argument would be, it wasn't just me. Okay, but you're the one that got caught.
Yeah, facts.
Why is it you?
Right.
Why are you the one getting caught?
That's
Why
even
can't
the
you be more
motto
discreet? You're
now.
not smart. Do you get what I'm saying? And now I understand because it's true. Why are you getting
Why
caught?
you get- why
but
not
I wasn't
just like
discreet.
everything else?
Because you know, when you're opinionated, you're doing things with your chest. So it's like, for me, this is what I'm doing, but I'm retaliating.
But you know what's crazy? As a child, you just feel like you're speaking your mind.
Yeah,
yeah.
You actually don't think you're doing anything wrong, because
Yeah.
really, I should be able to speak my mind. But
Yeah.
obviously, as an adult now, you look back on it and you're like,
There's a time and a place.
there's a time and a place for these things. So, yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Well, did a teacher ever underestimate your ability or discourage you from aiming higher? Really?
No.
Really?
You want to talk about that? I don't
Mr.
unpack
Zor,
it.
drama
Oh, she
teacher.
said
I hope you enjoyed yourself
Shout out,
in America.
Mr. Zor.
I really hope
Yo,
you
did
enjoyed.
you-
No, because she.
No, him. He said, shout out, Mr.
No,
Zor.
Yeah, shout her
not
out.
shout out. Oh no,
take it
no.
back,
Why?
I
What
take
did
it
she
back.
do?
So I remember when we was doing drama GCSEs and was rehearsing. And I can't remember what happened, but she turned around and said in front of the whole class that I'm not going to amount to anything and I'm going to have 101 kids. I got 4 and I'm a teacher now, so tell me something new.
Clock it.
To say that someone won't amount to something, and then for them to amount to the very same job that you had, must be so humbling.
100%.
Because, like, she did everything you did, so
This is
it's
it.
a bit silly now.
That's crazy, you know.
There's a
And I
lot of
remember-
teachers that do that.
I say all the time, I'm never going to do that because Skepta says on like every 5 songs, my teacher told me I'd be nothing, and I drive past him, and I think to myself, why would I want to be that person?
That they now reference.
Yeah, that they're going to reference. Plus,
Long day.
like, you should be inspiring, to be honest, at the very least.
Absolutely.
So, when she said that to you, what was your response?
I slammed the door, I looked at the class.
Yeah, because you wasn't. You've
I'm not
never really been
confrontation,
a confrontational person, so
Yeah.
emotionally you just have to exit.
Yeah. It hurt.
Of course.
Boy, like that's the one thing.
For you to still remember it now.
Do you know, can I ask you a question? Did it hurt at the time, or do you look back on it and think like, rah, that was mad?
Really hurt at the time. Like, I walked out of the class crying.
Because you know, sometimes as like kids, you don't process these things.
Yeah.
But when you're older, you look back on it and you're like...
But then even the shame of it all, like, because remember, you've drawn me out in front of all my peers.
In the whole class.
So even if I'm not deep in the weight of your words, the fact that you tried to embarrass me in front of all my peers, that's enough. Do you get what I'm saying? It's only later maybe you can really deep what the words are, and it's like, oh, hold on, you're actually trying to curse me. You're trying to say I won't amount to nothing.
That's probably what spurred her on
to be something. But don't tell me that. This is the thing.
The thing is, no one can't tell me what I'm going to be, because I will show you something so different. You're gonna be like, oh, rah, she can really do it. Yeah, I really can. I'm not dumb. I play dumb, but I'm not dumb.
Hey, why'd you play dumb?
Because, you know, that's how you surpass your enemies.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you're playing dumb in class, the teacher...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's what I should have done a bit more. Do you know what I mean? Because no teacher ever told me I wouldn't amount to nothing. No. They always said, you're so brilliant, you're so smart. You just talk too much. You're just this, you're just that.
So that's what I tell kids now. There's some smart kids in our school, but you lot are just idiots. Like, seriously. Like, come on, man. Like, you guys are a lot more to life, but obviously at the same time, they're just children.
Yeah.
We put too much pressure on these kids to be so well behaved. They're kids.
Yeah.
It's their job in life to test adults.
They're expressing themselves, man.
Lesson.
If I
now, where are we at with kids? Culture lesson. Why are you not there?
No, definitely.
I still think that is the whole essence of childhood, is to push boundaries and to
definitely
understand that consequences to get, like I always say, if I come to work one day and the hallways is empty, silent, I'll be like, what's going on there? It's a bit even classroom, like even like what she's saying, like as much as there's a part of me that when I'm working and I'm trying to deliver a lesson, I get frustrated at the people that are talking, but then I think to myself again though, like if these lot all sat here like bang quiet, pin drop quiet for an hour, they wouldn't be kids. Like the essence of kids is immaturity.
That's the perfect lesson for me, bro.
I don't mind you talking.
But there's some adults that don't even do that though.
It's true.
Like
in the
I'm with you.
What are you setting them up for? Because when they have exams, what are they supposed to do?
No, but you see, I'll get onto them though. That's the problem. I'm not gonna let them. I'll still get onto them. But as I'm getting onto them, I'm not disappointed in them for things that I think children would do.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I'll be like being like, it's like one I had a lot when I was in school. That's why now when I work, I see it in the kids all the time. Is I used to forget everything everywhere. Yeah. That was just me. In the moment, it's lunchtime, it's football. What's she doing?
Nothing's changed.
Anyway,
he will leave his keys in the office, the pass on the gate.
Yes, yeah, I'll let me leave it. Yeah, I still have it. Anyway, as I was saying. But like now, when I'm looking back at it, I feel like my parents was way too hard on me for that, because that's childish stuff. Do you get what I mean? And some kids are not gonna have that issue. Same way, you have to remember, school are only really assessing one side of a child.
Yeah.
We're not assessing, are you a people person? Do you have like politeness? Are you street smart? Some kids have that level of maturity.
That's zero, because none of them do. Do you know what I mean? Because none of them, they lack resilience. They all lack resilience.
Yeah, no, this generation is...
I blame us though.
It's not us.
I think it's us though.
No.
Because I think it's our generation that are having these kids. I'll be real. And bare of us are coddling them.
I think it's the generation before.
I don't know.
Even
it's our generation. It's our generation.
Maybe like 7-8 years above us.
Yeah,
so maybe
that's
like
what I mean.
Born in the late 80s.
Yes.
But part above me. Sorry, I don't know everyone's age, but generally
above me too, please.
Late 80s, early 90s is us.
Yeah, so then would be
us. It can't be the generation before our mums and dads.
That's true.
We are the generation that's having the next generation.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
I think it's even like stuff like, obviously I ain't got kids. I always say that. I always preface that. So I don't want to be too critical of parents, but like in my day, you can misbehave at school, but you're at school. Like bare minimum is you're at school.
Yeah.
But this generation, it's like, mum,
I don't want to go to school. You got school refusers now.
That's true.
Do you think you would have school?
I'm anxious.
It's gone up.
The mental health is
skyrocket. A lot of parents want to be their kids' friends.
100.
We're gonna unpack all of this.
Let's talk on it.
Yeah.
Yes. We're going to move on to the next question, guys.
Yeah, because we're going to unpack all of this rubbish.
Uh-oh.
No, some of it is rubbish. Not all, some.
Hey, asterisks.
Yeah.
It's needed.
Did you ever change the way you spoke, dressed, or wore your hair to fit in at school?
No.
100%.
I rocked an afro. It was casual.
My hair was like in one hairband,
Let's
big
be honest.
afro.
But we all did
All
the
of us
slick.
flicking the hair
Yeah,
down
we all did
was
the
fitting
slick.
in at school
Right.
because it was trendy.
With the
No one
Demontes.
just because everyone.
didn't.
No. But anyone
I
else.
had a comb in it.
Yeah, us that did the whole
The
slicking of the hair, the all of that,
the
dummies,
dummies.
lollipops,
We all did
ribbons.
that.
That was
The
because
quiff.
it was trending in school.
The quiff.
It wasn't like a personal
No,
choice.
see,
You
I
didn't
took
just
that
wake up
question
one
as
day.
something different.
Yeah, but it said, did you ever change the way you spoke, dressed, or wore your hair to fit in at school?
fitting in.
That is fitting
But
in because
changed
it's
it from what, though?
trendy.
'Cause if that's what you
so
was doing at
let's say
home.
you were doing, like, you weren't slicking your hair down before you got into secondary school and seeing all the year 7s doing a certain hairstyle.
Yeah, but
You were just having a normal hairstyle,
Yeah, I took
right?
it
Maybe a
different as
bun.
well.
I took it differently
No,
to
I'm just
fit in with
saying.
other
Yeah.
races.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
no, 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 no.
yeah.
So the way I took it, and I think you might have took it the same way, is that we're changing how we look to fit in with other races, to suit other races, if that makes sense. That's how I took the question.
No, but this doesn't mention race.
No, I know that, but that's just how I took it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's just how I
mean,
took
And I think as
Sorry.
well that there's an element of, even now, like human beings are always gonna be social, so we're always gonna have like unwritten rules of fashion and that. But for me, it's like when you said to change, I was thinking more of, this is what I am at home, and then when I get to school, I gotta perform.
Okay.
There are some people like
And
that.
I had to
Yeah,
do that.
definitely.
and
I
there are
definitely
people
had to
that,
do
yeah.
Okay.
I agree with
I
that.
wouldn't say I did it on a deeper level.
Yeah, but just to, trendy, innit?
Yeah, like, it's
I get that,
trendy.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
I definitely had a lollipop in my hair.
But remember, there were some girls in our school that come to school in headscarf. Once they got to school, the headscarf was off.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I'll be honest, I'll free up the truth. We was doing it all the time. Like, firstly, like, being African was not trendy
It wasn't.
in
It
2004.
wasn't.
It was dumb.
It wasn't.
Let's just be honest, it wasn't
wasn't.
trendy in 2004. So
It wasn't.
I think there was an
You're
element
dumb.
of that. I think there's an element of where I went to a couple of different schools, so like it's layered for me because I went to 4 different secondary schools. And
Wow.
there were different
Naughty.
races as well.
Wow.
You're too bad.
Move, man. But when I was in a black school in my area, there was definitely a more like, you step through those gates, you gotta be a bit more hood, because if you're not, you're gonna get tried.
Okay.
100%.
That was definitely, do you know what I mean? Like, was coming from good homes, but when we get to school,
100%.
like, do you know what I mean? People are
100%.
carrying, people are doing what they feel like is gonna make them seem like less of a victim,
Facts.
which I think a lot of black boys did. Which I also, to be honest, like, I think it's kind of sad because, like, there was a period where I felt like I was between, because I was kind of a nerd in school. I kind of wanted to just go library, read my books, and, you know what I mean, play my Yu-Gi-Oh! But then at the same time, at the end of school, I'll see some of my family friends slapping the Yu-Gi-Oh! Boys, and I'm like,
Okay.
I can't get slapped. So do I become slapped or the slapper? Is that like, do you know what I mean?
No, facts.
That's just
Facts.
that's what it was. So you had to like make a decision, which is a bit sad because really you should just
Be yourself.
You should be able to be
You should be able
yourself.
to be yourself.
and be like not worried about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely performing.
100%.
Yeah, no, I
I like.
get it,
No, I respect that.
Trenches, you can't be
No,
yourself.
I think school is the darkest place. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's the
for a lot of
darkest
people.
place. It's
It's
horrible.
character building.
You're fighting for your life.
100%.
There's 180 people. No
100%.
one gives a toss about you.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing like school, secondary
there's
school.
That thing defines you. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sink or swim.
Yeah, 100%.
And I was always gonna swim, even though I
And
can't
it's
swim in real
everyone for
life.
himself as well. Like your dog will be your dog, and then something happens, your rep is dropped, and your dog
It's
is
nuts.
saying, "No, don't
It's
sit next to me,
nuts.
don't sit
It's
next to me."
nuts.
It's tough.
This is interesting. This is so interesting.
Next question. Was there a moment at school that made you hyper aware of your race for the first time?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 100%. Well, I mean, I always knew I was black, but
Hyper aware though.
I went to
Really?
when I left
I don't think so.
Sarah Bernal, I went to a white school, pretty much. In the whole school, it's 8 black people.
Right.
It's 8 of us.
Oh, wow.
8 of us. My whole year group, just me. So I've come from London, East London. I'm in Essex,
Where in Essex?
Avely.
Damn.
So imagine them times.
Damn.
I've left the trenches of Newham, still slicking my hair down. The girls are, why'd you slick your hair down? Why'd you do your hair like that? Huh? First of all, who you talking to? Do you know what I mean?
Right.
What?
My guy.
What's your name? And it's like, right, they're really trying to...
Yeah,
So I went into school banging. Because I said, listen, don't ever think I'm a
Right,
victim.
right.
Yeah? We're not doing
South
that.
side of East London.
100%, we're not doing that.
From. Yes.
So I went in there. I had to go in there militant.
Yeah.
Because I was like, first of all, there's not enough black people here. We don't even know if we're going to get along. The few black people that are here. Do you get what I'm saying? And then it's a white school.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. I went to school in Enfield Everton side. That's where my first secondary school was. That was class of 30, maybe 22 are black. So like that was real ends. Then I went to school in Nigeria.
Okay.
That was
you. Bad.
interesting because I was black and they were black, but I still wasn't one of them.
Different.
Which is an interesting, like most people don't understand that until you experience it. Then I come back, I went to school in Ilford, pure Asian.
Hey.
Pure Eid. It's just me and the dinner lady. Just
Oh, wow.
chopping it up. Nobody in at Eid. Like, and then I went to school in Loughton and that was all white. So I've kind of seen
You've really tasted it all.
all that, yeah. All that.
Interesting.
Yeah. But I do feel like, I do, if I'm going to be honest, I do feel like around the man them didn't really make it a thing. If like when I went to, like, because the Asian school was all boys, so when I went there, they didn't really make it a thing that I was black. It was just the boys, innit? But then there was no girls around.
Okay.
But when I went to the school in Loughton, yeah, that's when we had like, I remember we used to have this, like it was sixth form, so you have your own sixth form block. And there was a room in the sixth form block. We just started chilling there. Maybe like 8 or 9 of us. And I remember one time I heard one of the girls say, are you lots going to the black room today? And this is a white girl, innit? And I was thinking, I didn't know if I should be offended or not, because it is the black room, because the black people are there.
Right.
But I just found it interesting that, like, because she was saying it to another girl. She was like, the other girl was like, I'm going to go there. She was like, you're going to the black room. And I was like, I wonder if us segregating ourselves made them feel a type of way as well. But you do get aware of it, man. Like, you're not
100%.
dumb.
It is what it is, though.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Can't relate to this one.
Newham, innit? It's
Very
mixed.
multicultural.
Very, very diverse. You wouldn't
And not
have...
everyone likes the lighties anyway, man.
Oh.
I'm not a lighty.
I know. That's where they did like that one.
Please.
Did you ever feel like school wasn't designed with you in mind? I don't feel like school is, period.
Yeah.
How can it be?
I just
How can
don't feel like
designed
it
for
is.
180
It doesn't
different
prepare
kids?
you for anything.
No.
In the slightest.
I don't feel like the schools are designed.
Especially the social aspect.
Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
but I think
What's the counter argument?
I don't know about it not preparing you for anything.
Okay, cool.
education-wise, yes, but the social aspect, no.
But then you've got the homeschool life
100%.
that I don't think is diverse enough.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So that's the alternative, right?
Mm-hmm,
If you do homeschooling, you're not really as diverse, because when you go into a school, depending on where you are, obviously, it's a melting pot of different backgrounds, different, races and whatever have you. Whereas, like, I think school can be robotic. I think it's like militant. Like, be here at this time and this time and this time. And then when you get to college, it's like, actually, if you don't turn up, we're kicking you off.
Right.
We're not chasing you.
Right.
I think school sets you up in some
It
aspects.
gives you routine.
The question I have for you guys is, what I ask people this all the time. What do you feel the purpose of school is?
Yeah.
That's the real question.
Like, what do you actually
Because school
expect
ain't
from...
really to set you up for life. I'll be honest. School's just to keep you off the streets and give you a base level education so you can enter the workforce.
That's it.
It's not really supposed to, like, school
That's
don't
what
teach
it
you money
is.
management.
Yeah, but
School don't teach
it
you
needs
critical.
to.
No,
They don't care for that. They don't care for
Yeah.
that.
But then you got parents.
Yeah, and also
I
the
feel
government
like
don't
a
want-
lot of people put too much pressure on
teachers.
the school when you've got all that to teach. It's like, what do parents teach
This
their
is
kids?
it. Like, so we're just supposed to teach everything now. Credit scores.
And also, bearing in mind that, like, not to take away from what you're saying, but I can look at 2 kids in my class,
Yep.
and they can want 2 different type of life for themselves.
yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
One of them, I can't teach a child, for example, even something as little as you need to eat healthy. bro, I don't want to eat healthy. That's not the life I want to lead for myself. So if I'm preparing them for a certain type of life, it will really differ depending on their culture. Do you see what I'm saying? And it makes it difficult.
Now, but there's things you can look back on that you weren't ready to hear then.
Yeah.
That you're receiving now. You're doing it in your life now. Like there's workshops we've done in my school, and the kids just weren't ready to hear it. Like affirmations, you know, when you wake up in the morning, what do you want to be? You're year 11. What do you want to be when you come out of college? The man said it straight up. I can see you lot are not ready to hear this, but you're going to remember this day though.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? And that's what's important about school sometimes, because most parents aren't aware. They don't know themselves. Like, parents can say, oh, we want schools to teach about credit scores, about being an entrepreneur, but actually...
Do you even know about credit scores?
Yeah, you know what I mean? And entrepreneurship and all of that. You don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? But you're putting it on us to teach your kids.
I just think people expect a lot from government funded schools, and
That's
if you
one
want
as well.
more of a tailored kind of program, private school, but obviously it's too expensive. It is expensive.
Or homeschool.
Homeschool, private school, that will tailor that. You can pick the subjects that your kids wanna that your kids wanna learn and all this kind of stuff. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's, you got like a room full of 8 kids, 1 teacher. It was lovely. That's why at Tunmarsh, that kind of having 4 kids in a class to 1 teacher was brilliant.
Incredible, bro.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing. That's what, if I was gonna say anything is the biggest issue of the school system, is that
Yeah.
is that when we was, I don't know you guys, but when I was young, there was almost always 2 members of staff in a classroom.
Like a
You have
teaching
one
assistant.
teacher,
There was
one
always a
TA.
teaching assistant.
There was
Now
always
they
someone
wanna
to,
cut the
now,
funds.
bro, there's one.
Before you know it, there
130.
will be no LSAs.
Come on,
If you're
man.
lucky, you get
My classrooms is me and 35 kids. Like, even
And
if
they're all
30 kids,
different.
if I do the maths, I get an hour, that's 2 minutes a child. If I spend individually, that's 2 minutes a child. There's no way in 2 minutes I'm going to be able to teach you the syllabus,
progress.
teach you about your personality and being more confident, talk to you about maybe like PSHE stuff. People talk about like incel culture, but we ain't got enough time to talk to some of these boys about incel culture. That's, like you said, it's tough, but that's got to be the parents sometimes, unfortunately. And it's just how it is, isn't it?
Yeah. It's interesting that we've touched on this. I can't lie. Yeah. Because I've always felt like
Hello, Jack.
Hi, Jack. You okay?
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Where are you going?
The usual.
Where? How? How? You know you're gonna touch that camera.
Why did you tell me to come in?
Commercial break.
He's angry.
He's angry. Look, he
always
just gets
angry.
so angry so quickly. He's like, why'd you tell me to come in then? Oh my God. But yeah, I've always said I feel like the school system is just to prepare our kids to be worker bees.
Right.
That's it. That's all I've always said. I don't feel like they're setting you up to be anything great. Just know how a system is. You wake up, you clock in, you clock out. That's just it. It's just to give you that structure. It's not for anything else. If you want your child to be great, that's something you as a parent has to pour into your child. And that's all I say. That's why for me, it's like I always do, my capacity is 1.
Yeah.
I don't have the capacity to spread it amongst multiple
Yeah.
kids. I just don't have it. So it's like with my child, I always tell her, do your best in school, but I'm not telling you to aim for the stars. Do it because I want your brain. I want you to use it. Don't be dumb. Do your best. But this is not the be all and end all.
Yeah, facts.
This is not the be all and end all.
I tell kids all
This
the
is
time.
not. Because there's other things that are way more important. Let her take it literally.
That will say, yeah, don't worry, like, it's all right, as long as you try your best. They'll say to kids like my school, for example, they'll come to school like, well, I teach PE. Oh, my mum doesn't care about this.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing my kit. What am I bringing my kit for?
No, my child will have to.
But
Because
that's
it's
you.
the household and it's the discipline in the household.
That's you, but that's
When you're in
everyone.
school, you're in school. You're there to
Do what
learn.
needs to get done.
Do what needs to get done. But I'm not telling you to kill yourself.
Yeah.
Don't start stressing because of these tests and these mocks. And no, do your best though, because it's good for you.
Absolutely.
It's good for the discipline of the brain. That's how I see it. Because you're going to need it in other areas of life. You can't give up so easily. So you might not like it, but it's going to train you.
And
It's going to build you.
It's so sad because a lot of kids just give up these days.
Yeah,
Don't come to school. They won't.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
come to school at
And
break
they'll say they
time.
need, because I have one student that says that if he gets literally the bare minimum, that's enough for him to get into college.
Yeah.
And it's like,
And
why
I'm
are you
like,
aiming for the
why
bare
are you
minimum?
aiming for the bare
Aim
minimum?
higher.
You can do much better than that.
Challenge yourself.
Every
Do you know what I
single
mean?
The hardest thing working in a school is, like you said, it's difficult because And I can imagine now. When I was young, I think about this as well. Is that you as an adult, you've got a perspective on the world that this child ain't got.
100%.
And the child is betting, basically. They're saying, I bet that I can put this effort and still be successful. And it's like one of the things I always tell the kids at work is like, when they're not doing something and they say, oh, I don't want to do this, or I don't like doing this, or it doesn't matter to me, I say to them, no matter what job you do, there's going to be a part of it that you don't like doing.
Facts. It's me
If
every
you
day.
don't get good at doing the stuff you don't like doing, you will not be successful.
100%. 100%.
But it's
100%.
difficult when that message is not being shared by the household as well. Like I
100%.
said, like there's a disconnect. You can tell. Like
There is.
kids looking at you, they're thinking, "You're saying this is brilliant," but 3:15, I'm going McDonald's
Yeah.
regardless.
100%.
What about I
Mum
get?
said I ain't got to do the whole
It's
work.
fact.
Yeah, I've got to do nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do
we'll
there.
even talk on them parents.
Yeah. Okay, we've got last question. This is the longest spill or sit we've ever done, but
it's
it's
been
a
a
good
nice
one.
one, though.
It's been, no, I like it.
This
I
ain't
like
the
it.
main segment. This is
the-
supposed to be the smallest.
Ain't nobody
Nobody sit though.
Because
we're
we
spinning.
barely,
Yeah.
we barely
Spinning
sit.
so much. Was there at least one teacher who made you feel seen, supported, or protected? I had a
Yeah.
few that I love to this day.
Yeah.
Big up Mr. Waltz.
Yeah.
Big up
Big up Mr.
Brendan Camp.
Meadows.
Yeah. Certified Miss Evans. English lit.
Yeah.
Certified. I got some that I love.
You know what? Mr. Meadows for me, and this is very, for whoever went Cerebral, they know about Miss Nation, yeah? A lot of people didn't like her. I loved her because I loved English. She was an English teacher and I was just lit at English, but she always had my back all the time. And I was actually having this conversation the other day. I actually want to be one of those people that work in a school that a child can look back on and be like, she
I
really
think you
helped
are,
me.
though.
Believed in me, yeah.
I think you are. I think some kids will look.
I
back and say
think
that.
I will be because of certain relationships I have with some of these kids.
Yeah, I think
and
you
it's
are.
lit. But it's like I really hope that I will be one of those people because that makes a big difference
It
to a
does.
child. You know?
Yeah,
It
come
does.
on. World
It
of
does.
difference.
I have one. Two. Miss Tunde and another one.
Oh, Miss Tunde. She
you
used to
didn't like
see.
Miss Tunde.
It's not about not liking her. I never really had any interactions with her, but she could be all the way over there and she'll spot your earrings and she'll
Your piece
hunt for you. You could be wearing little hoops. Obviously, you're not supposed to in school, but the corridor, the Cerebral corridor was long on the bottom floor. She will see you from down, and we'll see her too. And then my friends, they got hoops in, so we'll run. She'll catch us somehow, her big bottom, bruv. She's just everywhere.
So who was the second one?
Yeah.
Can't remember her name.
Okay.
But she played a big part in when I found out I was pregnant.
Okay.
And obviously I just left school and I didn't know what to do. So after I told like my mum, obviously I told school because I had to go back for the NRA evening. And I sat there and cried with her on the phone and she was just so supportive and
She didn't judge you.
never. And when I went back to do a talk at the school,
Yeah.
she was there and
Yeah.
like, she just gave me this big hug like, oh my gosh, you're doing so
Proud
well
of
for
you.
yourself. Yeah. So it was like a full circle moment.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
It would be nice if you remembered her name. You know,
There were so many teachers in that
you
school.
know she's so impactful and everything. So
Yeah.
you know,
I
You know
also
what? She was in the
not you trying to put it on Georgia. Don't force her to remember now.
What did she do?
teach.
Girl, you don't remember her name.
No,
Don't
they
try and
still-
make someone else's
no,
brain
no, I'm
work.
trying to.
Trying to put it on the next man.
I'm not the scapegoat.
Please.
I'm not the scapegoat, man. I don't know you're talking about.
You know what? I don't remember half of the teachers as well. Don't get twisted. The
I've
ones
got a
I in
few. I've got a
trouble
few
by.
from primary.
I remember a few of
key
my
ones.
teachers, to be fair.
Few key
Mr.
ones,
Burke,
man.
Miss Early,
But tell you
Mr.
something.
Tamadi.
All my favourite teachers were white.
Not me.
You
but-
can tell they didn't see colour. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
all my favourite teachers were white. They just saw you
Yeah.
and just thought I was great. Love them forever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
I
fact.
feel
But
like
isn't
that's
that
when
just a
teachers were
people thing
teachers.
as well, though. I feel like some people, I look at kids as little people. So some people are just gonna, because that's what they are. They're
They
just
are,
little
they are
people.
little
Like,
people.
they just ain't developed yet.
No,
but
it's true. They're just little
on their
people.
way. So some people are just gonna get along with some people.
Yeah.
You get me? You probably meet these teachers today, and you probably get along with them
Yeah.
as an adult.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they see you as a child. They're like,
Do you know I like her? You know, I like her.
you know. Do you know what I mean? There
Like,
might be
there's
something about it. Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At that point, they're like, because I get like that as well. Like I see kids and I'm like, I kind of like, even though you shouldn't really have favorites.
this is it. But
I 100% have favourites.
Nah, I don't have.
I can't speak too tough because
favourite people
I
to
got
talk to.
accused of something the other day in the school about having favourites and I must be related to this child and all this stuff.
Oh,
So let me not
really?
talk because the kids then watch the pod. Let me not talk.
oh god.
I don't have
Is it?
favourites.
Yeah, I could talk and say that. I don't work there anymore.
No, I have favorites to converse with, but I don't have people that I use my power.
No.
I don't use my power selectively.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
I have some kids that if they come to my break time and they're like, let me chat to
You
you.
got time for them.
100%.
And more time, those are the kids that aren't horrible. You know what I'm saying? Which is natural. Ones that are always getting on your nerves, making your job hard, it's difficult for that
Yeah,
to
it's
be.
difficult.
I say
Please be
all
my
the time.
favourite.
It's very difficult. You see, one thing you don't want to do is just get with parents as well. Stop getting on the wrong side of the teacher.
That's so smelly.
And do you know?
Imagine smelly.
Do
That
you
is
know what it
hilarious.
is? Yeah.
Smelly is
The
crazy.
teacher has to
behaviour.
do their job and teach you. That's fine. But you see the other side of the teacher, you will never receive again.
Oh,
You will
God.
never receive again. And that's the side you're gonna crave one day. And you see it all the time. So I keep telling even my own kids, stop getting on the wrong side of certain teachers. What are you doing?
It's true, you know, because they'll give you bare minimum, boy.
Because listen,
It's true.
teachers are only human beings.
It's true, they are.
Once
And as
they're
much
done, they're
it's
done.
true. Done. Facts.
In my defense, as a child, one thing about me, I was naughty, but I was very good. So when they're telling me off, they're like, you know, they wasn't looking at you. They're looking at you like,
Nah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
you know better. Then it's alright, sorry, miss. Sorry,
Yeah,
sir.
I was
Because
similar.
you guys probably had a respect element as well.
Right.
100%
though.
because
this is what
I've
it
come from
is.
a very disciplined
Right.
household.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
There's
So
a lot of these kids here. There's a lot of these kids who have idiot parents that just back their We've got a few
yeah.
meetings every week with
Yeah,
the most
yeah.
important person in the school. Do you get what I mean? It's like, bro.
I've had
Yeah.
kids tell
Yeah.
me.
Oh.
Yeah,
I've had
that is
kids
true.
tell me. I've said to them, "You're wrong on something," and they've said something like, "Yeah, but my mum's not gonna agree with you."
Yeah.
Or, but if I tell my mum, she's gonna like. I've had, for example, I had a situation where I said about a child, like, I got you can't have your phone no more. And he said, I won't bring it in. Lies. What child don't come with their phone? So I said, all right, tomorrow we'll see if you bring it in. Come in, spoken to the parent of the child. The dad said the child has their phone. The child said to me, oh, you called my dad? Damn, you should have called my mum, man. My mum was going to lie.
Oh, yeah, I remember you, yeah.
How do you agree to lie
There's
with
so
such
many-
child? How do you
That's
agree?
crazy.
Do you know
How
what
does
it
that
is? Yeah,
convo go?
you're not privy to these things, obviously, as a child.
Yeah.
I saw certain parents backing their kids when they was wrong. A few in my year, my own friendship group, and this is why they have no backbone now. But when now working
Speak on it.
it's the truth. They have
No,
no
it's true.
backbone. Mum will still defend.
Yeah, listen, I had to pattern my household, make sure the phone line is disconnected.
What?
No one's getting through to my mum because I know it's licks.
Yeah.
What? Why is the deputy head calling me?
Yeah,
Huh?
It was my phone
Long
number.
day.
It was
I have to
phone
pattern my
number.
household.
Yeah.
No one's getting through to my mum.
I ended up, back
Every
in the
letter
day,
I'm forging. Sorry, mum.
it
Had
was-
to forge them.
it was easier to on certain sheets that they used to send home with the updated contact details. I put my mobile
Yeah,
number.
Yeah,
my
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I had to.
No email
I had to.
address, my number.
Because I know my household. Yeah, I can come
could
out and be
never.
a bit frivolous.
My
but
mum
in
was
the
a teacher.
household, it's licks.
It was never running.
Licks. You're getting licks. What do you mean? You're going to
Straight.
school. Did I raise you that way to go? Ah,
And you
now
see
it's
it now.
disgrace.
But do you know what it is?
Can't do it.
Yeah,
on it, bro.
Not on it.
now working in a school and you have to deal with these parents.
Yeah,
that-
yeah.
I don't like talking
Yeah.
to the parent. Like,
Because you have the thing is I can and again I'm not a parent, so I always say that because there might be dynamics that's different and pressures that's different, but it's like sometimes when a child is being silly, obnoxious, whatever, I have patience for you because you're a child. Do you understand? But when you're a big 45-year-old woman, you're telling me, yeah, but the teacher just don't like my child, and I'm thinking, bro, you're a grown woman, like. Surely you should be able to hear me when I'm telling you it's not that. Do you understand what I'm saying? But like you said, I think some people, the relationship they want to have with their child, and I think a lot of it actually stems from when they were children and their mum didn't back them, or they had a horrible teacher. So they go in and they're like, you know what? I'm not going to let my child get done over by
But you shouldn't defend your
But
child
also,
blindly.
on the flip side, I feel like certain teachers
They don't.
were bullied in school and now they've gone into that role
Yeah.
and they're bullying
Yeah.
kids.
Facts.
Because
Power trip.
Aria had that
Yeah.
experience and I clocked it. She
we
was on the phone and
phone.
she heard it. So I said, I'm not bugging. I will do the mad thing for my child. If my child is naughty,
Don't we know?
come to me.
yeah, facts.
I will pattern my child. but don't bully my child.
'Cause
She's a child,
It
bro.
didn't make no sense.
Why are you in this? Because you know what it is? Some of these teachers so fresh out of uni, you're a young buck yourself. You're still young.
You're not ready.
So you think you can go into schools and try and undermine these kids? They're still developing. Like, you're shaping them to be timid, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You're actually breaking them down before they even have confidence.
Yeah.
It's sad. And it's like, right, why can't you level? Now Aria's in another year. She loves her teacher. That's how I know it was that teacher. You're a bad man. Because my child is disconnected from the
And do you
class.
know what?
She's so behaved now.
One thing about you is that you always pull up Aria on her behaviour.
Always.
Regardless.
Always.
So
Always.
this time round, so even when you was telling me, I was like, yeah, the teacher's an idiot.
Like, what's wrong with you?
Which is
even
very
said, why she
possible, by the way.
talking
Yeah,
Very
some
possible for the
of
teacher
them,
to be
it's like
an
they've had
idiot.
some
I
experience
even
in
said, why was
school.
she talking like
And then,
that?
yeah, like, why?
She was
She heard
passive
her.
aggressive.
And I was, I was silent because I didn't like the tone. She was on the phone and she was like, right, why is she talking to the child like that? So I said, oh, so you heard it too? No problem, I'm going to deal with her.
Well, guys,
We need to move on.
this was a whole segment.
I know, this is amazing. This is great.
Right.
Anyway.
So what we're gonna talk about our first school experiences, guys. Yeah. So what I want to talk about first is your first memories of school as a black child.
Is this primary or secondary?
Any?
Oh.
I told the school that my parents was beating me.
Yeah, I've done that because I was getting beat.
Yeah, I was getting beat.
Well, do you
They
know
were
what?
concerned.
Do you know what?
They were concerned.
No, go on. I'll tell my story.
I told the school, but I was young. I was so young that I don't even remember, like, myself. But my parents, my mom told me, like, they called us in for a meeting and they said that.
Shade, do you mind passing the cup around?
What is this? Sorry.
You don't have to have it, girl. It's tequila.
Absolutely not.
She's scared of tequila. I will.
I can't do it.
Whatever it's called. What is it?
Reposado.
Have a sip reposado or something like that. It's Don Julio.
We have a try.
Are you having one?
There's no more, no? Is there more?
Yeah, as well.
Jesus is
don't
one.
mind.
You're off cam.
You got to sip it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Take it.
It's that good tequila.
Oh, Casamigos is horrible.
Really?
I just hate
you're
it.
not a tequila person.
I'm not a
though,
tequila
that's the
person.
thing.
One,
You're not a tequila person.
there was someone who bought tequila shots for me at the bar one time.
You said, hey!
Okay, I was need to start doing therapy here.
Unpack it,
This is the
baby.
place to be,
This is-
honey.
Listen and spill.
Word.
But yeah.
All right, so go on. You was telling him.
Yeah, so I remember that. I remember telling them.
Thanks, Will.
I
By
remember
the way.
them.
Thank you, Will. Appreciate you.
I remember them bringing my parents in. That's actually my first memory. I also remember them. Maybe
Mix
I was
it.
naughty in school. I can't lie. I have a lot of memories of them calling my mum and dad.
Yeah, because you was bad.
I wasn't bad. I was not conforming. Conforming,
part,
is that the word?
I can relate.
I was non-conforming.
I
So I
can
wasn't
relate.
actually, like, I was never a F you for the
Yes.
But what I was, if something didn't make sense to me, I just wasn't going to do it until
Okay.
it was made sense.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
That was my experience. I'm
Which
not gonna
is-
lie.
Which is still annoying though, to be
Yeah,
fair, as a
100%.
teacher. It's still frustrating, but I think it is a difference though, isn't it? Like, I feel like those kind of kids, if you build a relationship with them, you can explain to them, they'll get a...
You
do
can
know what I
connect
mean?
with
Like, you
them
can
on
connect with them,
the
but
deeper level.
yeah, I think just the biggest memories for me is always when I got in trouble. Like, so that I remember getting beats when I got home for telling them I got beats.
Yeah, because that's like the unwritten rule. Like, you don't go into schools telling your teachers this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you two don't beat me so much that I tell the
Yeah, 100%. You know what I mean? 'Cause
yeah, like.
Yeah, but there's some kids that barely get beats, and the one little lickings that you get now, you want to run to
Okay,
the school.
fair. But I was not one of those
That
kids.
was my experience,
Is it?
yeah.
Okay.
So no, with my own child. So in the morning, everyone's getting on my nerves, yeah. So they was having.
I seen your post, by the way.
I'm already
It was
laughing.
killing me.
Which
was
one?
it not yours? That was about the gentle parent.
Yeah, it's
I
done.
seen
I'm
that.
not a gentle
Yeah,
parent
I
at
love
all.
that.
But imagine
She tries.
they're in. There's no point. Especially my
You gotta
daughter.
have
There's
gentle
no
kids.
gentle parent with that.
Some kids just ain't.
They're not
yeah,
for
like,
it, and it's
not for it.
fine. Right, so they have this thing of when they get into the bathroom to brush their teeth, they like to ramp too much.
Okay.
So sometimes I hear the
shower curtain.
the shower curtain pole coming down bare
Oh, my days.
riffraff in the bathroom because it's 3 boys. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And at this point, did I have them? I can't remember, but either way, they're ramping in the bathroom. But it was too much this morning. Someone's got really hurt, so I've gone in there and I've just moved everyone back. But my force, someone's gone a bit into the wall and yeah, whatever, cool. But I didn't go in there and push you into the wall. And I've got a call from the school. Oh, mum, can you come in for a meeting? I'm like, what's this about? Oh, whoever it was at the time, the child has said, you know, that you've put your hands on them. I said, excuse me. I said, I'll be there, don't worry. So I've walked in. My son, the one that it was, had his head down like this.
Yeah. He knows.
The other two was outside. Because they had to wait for me. And then I've come into the room, so I'm looking at him. I'm looking at the teacher, and the teacher actually knows me. So in that primary school, my oldest son is actually like the second year that was ever in that primary school. Like, it was fresh. So this teacher knows me. All right, cool. So she looked at me, she's like, listen, Georgia, he's saying that you did this. Apparently I punched him into the wall.
Oh.
I punched him into the wall. I said, does it look like I've punched him into the wall? Like, so I looked at him. I said, did I punch you into the wall? He's like, yeah, but you know, you did. No, I did not. And the teacher even said to me, like, listen, like, growing up, my kids used to get a bit of a, so she's like, I'm not going to take it further, but you need to be careful. I said, furthermore, no, because my name needs to be cleared. Bring his brothers inside now. So
Correct.
she's brought them in, because they're all in the bathroom ramping. I said, ask them. They were like, no, my mum doesn't hit us. No, there's a behind my back. No, because admittedly, I don't really beat them though. Like, do you get what I mean? It's not that.
Yeah.
So what you on, and their little clippings that you've got? Seriously?
Yeah.
We got outside the school.
Now the beating comes.
We're walking around the bend. I said, this is what you're doing to me, yeah? So even one of the twins was like, you don't go into school telling the teachers that mum's done this. Even if she did it, you don't do this. And I'm like, right, how has he got more sense than you and you're a bit older? How does this make sense? So I was like, bruv, do you want to go into care? I had to do that one.
Yeah.
Do you want to go
That's
into
what I have
care?
to do. Yeah.
Because you know what it
That's
is? It's different from back in the day.
Yeah, it's different.
Now they will swiftly remove your kids from a situation
Facts.
easy.
Facts.
I have cases in my school now that when they get told that the kid's getting beaten, you wait for social services to come for that child. I'm not saying they get taken properly, but they can't go home sometimes. Is this what you want to do? If you want to go to care, do that again then. I said, do you want me to really beat you? Is this what you're looking for?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. No, facts.
Listen, I remember one time, yeah, my stepdad, obviously he used to beat me, yeah, and I used to hate it. Because first of all, you're not my dad.
Don't
Why are you
touch
putting
me.
hands
Don't
on me?
touch me.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I had like a deep issue with it. So one time I had enough, like I'm teenage years now, called the feds.
Uh-oh.
I was like, forget, I've had enough. Everyone's getting arrested in this bomber club.
Yes.
Yeah.
For some reason, I want to do this, you know.
Yeah, like, I've had
One.
enough. Like,
No,
I've had
because I
enough.
can relate.
Yeah,
One.
'Cause you know what it was? Yeah, you know what it
Lock
was?
him up.
Because I was doing the runaway thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So obviously feds there have to come. They're thinking, what the hell's going on? They're seeing this lovely townhouse. She's coming from a great home. Why is she running away? So they're looking at her. She's just acting up. So I was like, well, I get beaten. They beat me. Yeah.
Said it live out to the fence.
Yeah. So I was like, they beat me.
I need to know what your
So
mum
he
did.
was like, let my mum whoop.
Yeah.
So obviously he was like, where do you get beaten? So obviously I had to show one of the lacerations.
No, you see when it comes to step parents, run it up.
Because stop putting your hands on me. Yeah? You think I'm bantering, but you end up in prison.
Behind his hands, basically.
Yeah, 100%.
Because listen, as a step parent, why are you doing that?
This is it. So the Fed looked at it. No problem. He had a conversation with my mum. He said, if that wound was fresh, I'd have to arrest him. It's only because it's healed. But a word of advice. I hit my kids, but there's nothing visible. The Fed said that to my mum. Nothing can be visible. This is a white man, you know, because these times we're living in Essex. He said, I hit my kids, but nothing can be visible. Hey, when my mum came and told me the feedback that the Fed said, I said, Ross, the Fed is even okay with me. I couldn't believe it. But trust me, that was the last day my stepdad put his finger on me because he said, yeah, I'll go to jail behind this girl. Yes, you will.
Yeah, I'm not even really
Don't
a
play
fan
with
of,
me.
maybe that's a topic for another day, but I'm not really even a fan of the whole men
Beating girls.
Yeah, I
thing.
don't-
I
With
think-
your man strength.
I think it's like a bad precedence. You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
When I remember I have a little sister. We used to scrap like as siblings do.
100%.
I remember one time I was older now, and my auntie she pulled me aside and said, if you punch up your little sister, if her boyfriend punches up, what are you gonna say?
No, because it's the truth.
Because what's the difference?
Yeah, I was like, no, but she's violating, and I said, she can violate her boyfriend.
100%.
She can punch her up. And I thought about it, I was like, you know what? It's kind of true. I can't lie.
Well, I got 3 brothers, boy. We used to get cracking all the time.
100% siblings, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not really the biggest fan of, and I think as a stepdad as well,
Like-
I have sympathy because sometimes some mums they like not to say your mum innit, but some mums they like to put on the men. You be the bad guy.
Listen,
No,
sorry,
mate.
Listen, I've
I was
got
getting
don't wanna
left
be
and
done.
right.
They don't wanna
I've
be
got
the bad guy.
personal
Cool.
experience, yeah, but yeah, you see the mum,
Yeah.
you got problems. Like, I'm not saying your mum. I'm gonna say overall. You see, when step parents are there hitting the kids and that, I don't understand why you wouldn't even step in to say something.
But sometimes they
Personally.
feel like someone needs to discipline it, but they don't want to be the bad guy.
Okay, do you know what? Yeah, I hear that. I hear it. I'm talking from my own experience. I feel like, for me, if there was a step parent around my kids, you cannot put your hands on my kids. It's just that simple.
Yeah. That's the bottom line.
But then I'm guessing you would then take the
100%.
discipline yourself. You see what I mean? You wouldn't be like to this
100%.
man, oh, my child is ruining it. Do you get it? It would be a sense of, it's my child. Obviously, it's your stepdad, so it's, you know what I mean? But I'm going to take the lead on the discipline. This is how it's going to be. I know the child better.
But you shouldn't have to resort to
Hitting. As someone that's not your biological
It shouldn't be
child,
that.
it shouldn't be that. What in you would want to put your hands on a child that's not yours?
Have a child.
I just
This
think
is- this is a different-
I just think it's weird.
Yeah, unless you see some parents have, you see some step
much
parents have
vim.
been in their kids' lives, the child's life from like zero.
Yeah.
I don't
Even
know.
then,
I don't know if
allow
that's
me.
the exception, but for me, step
Don't touch
parents
me.
have no right to put their hands on the child, like at
Yeah.
all.
I
Yeah.
don't agree with beating at all, but I do think, as maybe the only like man on the panel, sometimes when you're dating someone that has a child, you don't want to treat the child like it's not your child.
Facts.
You kind of want to treat it like
But
it is your child.
beating isn't the way we
Because
born.
that might be.
So it's
Bonding over beating.
Come on. If that's what you would do when it's your child, that's what they're gonna do. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm
Let's
saying.
find a different approach.
No, 100.
You know what I'm
I know
saying?
100. But if the mum does it,
No, and that's the thing.
she's gonna be like, you should do it as well. Then, do you know what I
and
mean?
it's like, listen, it's just just a beating party, bruv. Like once, it's so funny because my mum is gonna hate. My mum watches the pod, yeah. But I remember one time she slaps me, yeah, and my auntie was there. My auntie had to say, please don't. You're going to shatter her brain. Don't slap her like that again. Because my mum's hands are solid, yeah? You think I'm solid? My mum is hard body. My mum slapped me and I was like, right, I had to eat it. But you know when everything's like,
You know, in Looney Tunes, when the stars are spinning like
my auntie had to say, yay, please. You're gonna shatter her brain. Because I used to get licks for bands. Like anything
Facts.
was a weapon. Anything's getting. So I grew up very, very strong. Do you get what I'm saying?
Don't we
Ready
know
for
it?
war.
The wooden
Ready
spoon.
for
We know
war.
it.
Because you're getting beaten by a man, you're getting beaten by a woman, you're just getting beat.
Getting the wooden
You're
spoon, you're
beat.
getting the hanger, you're getting
Anything in the way
electric-
was a weapon. But when I became a parent myself, I said, I'm not beating my youth, you know? That's why I said, I always say it to my mum now, I said, a parent that beats their child is simply because they've lost control.
Yeah,
You've lost control.
Yeah.
last resort.
You've lost control of the situation
It has to be the
and
last
you've let the
resort.
child run you. The child has run you that mad that you now have to beat them. You've lost control.
And a lot of the times, it's not only have you lost control of the situation, you've lost control of your own emotions.
100%.
Like sometimes when my parents are beating me, even as a child, I'll be like, you're not beating me because I lost my bag. You're beating me because you're pissed
You're
off.
pissed
You have
off.
to
Yeah,
spend
facts.
money on a
Yeah,
new
yeah.
bag.
Do you get it?
That's why it's not correcting the problem.
Right.
It's that you're annoyed that you this stupid child, you lost your bag again.
The
Definitely the stupid
frustration
child.
because you've lost
Yeah.
control. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like I've always said the whole beating thing, no.
Sometimes in school, it's shame. I'm shamed.
100%.
Oh, shame.
I'm shamed. You're getting it.
100%.
Yeah.
You're a
But even then-
representation of me. So why are you moving mad?
But we're not beating. We're taking all your beloved things.
Absolutely.
iPad.
You see this phone?
Bring it.
You see
Run
Snapchat?
it.
Gone.
all that Roblox. Done.
And that's what happens in real
That's
life
how you
though.
get there.
That's the equivalent of what if you don't behave, you lose your
Yes.
freedom.
100%.
You get- Nobody beats you up.
All
The
right.
feds
You're
don't
not
beat
allowed to go out with your
Right.
friends. You're not allowed
Yes,
to
it's
sit
loss
down
of
and have
liberty.
money. No.
Yes.
So that's what we have to
Any
do.
privilege that
And
you
that's
had
how
is
they start to
gone.
understand
What
that,
did
oh
you
shit.
just say? Loss of
Loss of
liberty?
liberty, but
I like
they
that.
have to start understanding that there's
like this
consequences
one.
to these actions. There's not always a
Gara,
licking.
Gara, yeah.
Sometimes sometimes the reset slap is necessary.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes they be acting up.
No one is
Wow,
a-
you just
no,
need one
no,
stiff
no,
one.
hold on. Yeah, because no one is above the program.
One. Yes.
No one is above the program.
Sometimes
But
Aria
then,
has
okay.
to receive one.
So do
you know
you
what?
think that the mum should always do it then?
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's a girl, you think the mum should always do it?
Obviously, we know our hands. We know our hands.
One. Factory reset.
I always say,
If
like,
you forgot
a
I was
man's
your mum,
hands,
let me
don't know your
remind you.
strength. It's as much as when my mum used to beat me like this.
It's
It
occasionally.
stings, but it don't hurt.
What, the 2 fingers?
Listen.
Man's
A
doing.
2-year-old.
Girl, bye.
We're talking about a big child.
No, I'm talking about it, like from young when you used to get the 2 licks.
Listen, you
No,
see my
I'm
brothers,
not
yeah?
talking about my
man,
beats.
it's always
My
fine.
beats,
We're on
my
topic.
beats
It's
are
so funny. This
different.
is so funny.
My beats are different. We're not
You see my brothers, yeah, obviously they're 2 of them are white. And you know there was that notion growing up that white kids don't get beats. When I tell you my brothers used to get beats by their dad. My youngest one as well was a menace. Just going up the stairs, you'll just get a clap. You know, like a big hand just on the back of your head. Just because. Just to make no facts. Just so you I'm not saying I agree with it, but it's just funny because it's Luke. But it's like you just to remind you, stop.
No, but them
acting
sort of
up.
kids, they get preemptive beats.
Yeah.
You've been naughty so much. I'm beating you for what you haven't done yet.
And that was
I know
my
you're gonna do
youngest
it now.
brother. My youngest brother was mischievous, you know.
You haven't done yet, but I know you're up to side. You're gonna be up to side.
Because they know their child.
So their dad, like literally, my brother would walk up the stairs, and you know what it is? They got so used to getting beats on the stairs, they used to go up like this, yeah. But lean towards the wall. But his whole, like, when I tell you, they used to get it differently.
Yeah,
bruv.
yeah.
You think you're gonna misbehave?
I feel like white people, you know, the white households that used to beat kids, they tuck in the kids.
Yeah.
You're getting tucked in.
Real
It was not no light work. You
No,
know,
no.
the kids coming to school, you think it's a bit bruisey. What's going on there?
You know-
but they're getting weighed in.
You know, like with my friendship group before, they would be like, "Oh, like white kids don't get beats, white people don't beat."
absolutely-
I said, "Oh,
some
you
that
have
do.
no idea."
I don't know about now.
It might
ones
not
that
be.
do,
It might not
they
be with
beat them.
with the spoon and
You
the
see the
belt.
gypsies?
Oh yeah, they're born
But
fighters.
that's different. That's
That's
a
the
different-
culture thing.
That's
white
a
though.
different culture though.
They're white.
That's
I'm
the
talking
what?
about, yeah, but it's a different.
You're talking about
I
the
think it's about upper- I think
Englishmen,
it's
like
about upper
British,
class.
the
I think it's a
English
class
man.
thing,
Yeah.
though. I don't think it's a race thing. It's a class thing. The lower the class you go, they're punching up their kids, bro.
I hear
I'm
it.
Garrett.
I hear
It's
it.
the upper
Class,
ones
yeah.
that have babysitters
Facts.
and do horse riding on the
Facts.
weekends. Maybe not so much.
Because my Karen in Kensington is not rocking up
she's
her
not backing her
kids.
kids.
She's like, oh,
not-
stop
she's not
it,
getting
Tom.
puppy.
Charles,
Puppy's not getting
behave. Put the thing back. Sit in the corner.
They're the ones that try to do the gentle parenting.
They're crying.
And then you just got the ginger kid on the floor. And sorry.
You're letting this kid run you. You just wanna.
He's not naughty.
I know.
He just has his moments.
Please.
Bruv, do you know how many white kids I've seen on the floor in supermarkets, all this stuff? You know, no, listen. No,
My child could never.
Listen.
And
I was
she's
in
never.
Iceland one time and Isaiah was young. Yeah, he was young. He tried to pull that stunt. You know, I grabbed
Yeah,
him
'cause
by
that's
his
when you
ear
get the
and I
lick
got
of
him
it.
up and I said to him, I can't even say what else. Yeah, because it was a bit. I got him up and you'll never do this again. But I didn't realise the grip I had on his ear is bruised everywhere. But are you dumb? You think you can embarrass me in public like one of these lot? You crazy.
These lot.
These guys
Are you
crazy.
what's funny?
It's the truth. It's the truth. It's always them lot's kids that are on the floor in the supermarket. It's a fact.
But I've seen some of colour, but you know.
Is
Oh,
it?
I haven't.
I have.
Nah, come on.
I haven't.
If
I have. I
see-
swear to you, I haven't.
Garrett,
What,
Garrett.
like?
I haven't seen.
But again, our generation.
Listen, it
Our
was
generation
never
of
happening.
mums.
One look. You know what time it is. Pattern up.
My mum would leave me. You know,
Huh? I would even try it.
If I was acting up a little piece because
Long
I didn't
day.
get something I wanted and I started, mum would be like,
Off.
she'll
Off.
walk and I'm gonna
Yeah.
follow.
I feel like my
My
child.
mum used to take my hand and squeeze it.
Yeah. Do you know what we used to get? We used to, you know, when they grab your
By
ear,
the tail, mine.
and they used to rub your ear. Your ear would be hot.
Is that raw?
My
That's
dad
what they used to do to
Listen.
you.
My dad
Rub your ear
quickly.
Woo!
My
You
dad used to
knew.
knock my head, but he'll knock it where there's hair. So you can't see the cocoa.
You get one conk.
With that,
Wow.
yeah, my baby said,
There was
like I said, let's just reset.
Yeah, 100%. A lot of reset things, and I feel like it's key. You know, sometimes a kid needs it.
Reset,
You
no,
need
no,
a reset.
is anybody there?
You get it?
Not me,
Knock.
the flick.
Knock,
Bruh.
for real.
The flick.
There were so many little things, bro. You get a little pinch.
Yeah, it hurts. It stings. That's what you need to put quickly.
Yeah, 100%.
Reset yourself.
Listen, these kids of today, they don't have a clue.
You don't know, not
They've
a
got
damn
it
thing.
so nice, and that's why it's every mental something under the sun. because you lot weren't built to be resilient.
But do you think parenting is harder now than it was before?